Ever wondered why your solar light looks great at 8 p.m. but dies at midnight? The good news? Yes, you can use a higher mAh battery in many solar lights, but only if you do it the right way. Hi, I'm Waw Woo, co-founder and sales director at ADN Light. We build and customize outdoor solar lighting projects worldwide. In this video, I'll explain one simple rule that avoids 90% of battery upgrade mistakes. mAh can go up, but voltage must match. And I'll show you how to think about voltage matching, battery plus controller plus panel, what mAh really means, when a bigger battery helps, and when it becomes a waste. I see people get confused about battery voltage all the time. They assume a battery is a battery, then the light stops working or the battery dies fast. Here's the rule. Solar light battery voltage must match the controller voltage, and the panel voltage must be suitable for charging that battery. Think of your solar light as a small team. Solar panel collects energy. Controller manages charging and discharging. Battery stores the energy. If the voltage is wrong, the system won't charge correctly. A simple way to remember common setups: 3V battery, 3V controller, usually 6V panel, 6V battery, 6V controller, usually 9V or 12V pane, 12V battery, 12V controller, usually 18V or 36V panel, 24V battery, 24V controller, usually 36V to 48V panel. So if your solar light is designed for 3V, you can't just drop in a 12V battery and hope it works. To change voltage, you'd have to change the controller and panel matching too, basically rebuild the system. And LiFePO4 lithium battery cell voltage is 3.2V. LiM204 lithium battery cell voltage is 3.7V. Now let's talk about the part everyone loves: mAh. mAh means milliamp hour. In simple words, how much fuel the battery can store. Higher mAh, more stored energy, longer runtime. But here's the key: voltage and capacity together decide total energy. A better way to compare batteries is watt-hours, WH. Quick example I often use: a 12V 10Ah battery has 12 kW 10 kW 120 Wh. What does 120 Wh mean in real life? 120 W load, about 1 hour, 60 W load, about 2 hours, 10 W load, about 12 hours. Let me share a real project-style example. If a client wants a garden light to run 10 hours and the LED is 5W x 10R R50 watt needed per night, so a 12V 10R 120 1 battery is, in theory, enough for that night. But in real outdoor conditions, we also think about energy losses, shading, cloudy days, winter sunlight. So we usually add a safety margin. Bottom line, mAh is important, but mAh alone is not enough. Now let's answer the question clearly. Yes, you can use a higher mAh battery as long as the voltage stays the same and your system supports it. When voltage stays the same, the controller is still happy, the system still runs normally, you simply store more energy. But there are 3 common hidden problems. 1. Space and size. A higher mAh battery is usually bigger and heavier. For solar street lights, this is easier. Bigger battery box, space in the base, or separate battery compartment. For small garden lights, space is tight. Sometimes the upgrade literally does not fit. 2. Cost versus benefit. Higher mAh costs more. For a small light, the extra runtime might not be worth the extra money. 3. Charging reality. This is the big one. If your solar panel is too small, a bigger battery may never fully charge. So you end up with battery always half charged, short runtime on cloudy days, and over time, weaker battery performance. I always tell clients, battery and panel must be balanced. Big battery plus small panel slow charging, and disappointment. Let me say it in a super simple way. If you increase mAh, same voltage, you usually get longer runtime each night. But you also face higher cost, bigger and heavier battery, longer charging time, especially in low sunlight, risk of undercharging if the panel is not upgraded too. So the smartest way is not biggest battery. The smartest way is right size battery plus right size panel plus correct voltage match. So yes, a higher mAh battery can absolutely help your solar light run longer. Just remember, match the voltage first. Then upgrade mAh with space, cost, and panel charging ability in mind. If you want, tell me your solar light voltage, LED wattage, and how many hours you want it to run. I can suggest a practical setup like we do for real projects. Reach us at w@adnsolarstreetlight.com, WhatsApp +186 15867 41854.